If you're new to PDR and you're still struggling with that last 15 to 20% of a repair, this video is for you. I'm going to share with you 3 simple rules to help you achieve a clean finish every time, so stay tuned. So let's jump straight in with rule number 1, slow down. Now I see so many people, especially beginners, jump straight into repair and just start roughing it out. Pretty much anybody can improve a dent and reduce that dent damage, but it takes a really skilled technician to take it to 100% level where it's a really nice clean repair. I do get it, it's very tempting to make some quick gains and build some confidence, but how you start a dent will dictate to you how you finish that dent. So the cleaner you can work through the repair process from start to finish, the easier and cleaner your finishing stage is going to be. The less pushes you need to lift a low, the less likely you are going to get high spots during your repair. And if you really concentrate on using the best tip when pushing, you're going to move more metal, create less distortion, less tension, and that's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to that last 20%. There's an expression in the PDR industry, slow is fast. This means if you slow down your approach and really work through that beginning process, it's going to speed up how you finish a dent in those final finishing stages. So take your time, slow it down and really think through that process. If you can keep the first 80% of your repair nice and clean, I promise you the last 20% will be so much easier and so much quicker to finish to a high level. Rule number 2 is to move. Now I know that might sound a bit silly, but I promise you I see it so often, especially with beginners. It's very easy to end up in one position for too long working on the damage because you're making progress. As a beginner, it can seem counterintuitive to constantly get up, move and adjust your line board or your light because it takes time to kind of build that muscle memory and really understand the reflections. But the problem is if you stay in one position as you're working to like the 80-90%, by the time you get up, cross-check and look at your work from another angle, there'll be some distortion, a high or a low or a bit of tension that you couldn't see from that first position you were in. So don't wait until the finishing stages to cross-check your work. Jump up in the middle of your repair constantly throughout your repair and just make sure you've assessed it from every single angle. Again, like in rule number 1, the cleaner we can build that repair process, the cleaner and quicker the finishing stage is going to be. So that's rule number 2, is to move around during your repair. Rule number 3 is to use natural light. Now this is really difficult for beginners. Typically we're using a line board or a fog light to help us identify and read the damage. So it helps us pick out the low spots, the high spots, any kind of tension points. But what I see happen 9 times out of 10 is you'll get to a stage where you're happy that the repair is complete. You'll load your tools, pack up into the back of your car or van, and then when you glance back at the repair, you'll see the little wobble or a little bit of distortion that just lets you know it's not 100%. So when you think you finished your repair and you're packing up your tools, take a few moments and just work with the natural light. Look over your repair area from every angle possible and use those natural reflections to let you know if it really is 100% clean. Now this might be where we then use a blending technique to help us blend out any distortion in our repair area into the existing panel. Or it might allow us to identify that there's still a slight ridge or crown or a high spot somewhere that needs just a little bit more work to tease that down and get it to 100% clean level. So that's rule number 3, is to use natural light, natural reflections to finish your repair. So if you follow my 3 simple rules, I promise you, you will achieve a cleaner repair every time. Hopefully you've learned something today, you found this video useful. If you have, don't forget you can subscribe to my channel. Of course, you can give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, any comments, just pop them straight below this video in the comment section. So that's it for me. I'll see you next time.